I heard a saying that you become the average of the five people closest to you. And that is so true and so powerful in many areas. And if you want to become better, basically what that means is you have to align yourself and be surrounded with people that will allow you and help you to grow, that will stretch you, that will expand your knowledge, that will even help you to get in places of uncomfortability, because that's where growth happens. And so today, I want to talk about the power of being present, the power of being present and being in the room. And when I say being in the room, I mean that there's a room of people where you are supposed to be. There's a room of people where you're supposed to be. And that will be determined by who you are, what you want to accomplish, what career, what business, what area you are in. But the key to this is that you find great people that you can align yourself with, that you can learn from, that you can add value to them as well. Because I think that when we seek relationships and we seek to do networking or grow from others, the wrong mentality to go into those moments is looking for things to gain and not looking for things to give. And there's an amazing book called the Go Giver that talks about how you can start by giving and adding value to every relationship, and how doing that will benefit you in the long run and will even open the door for many other relationships and opportunities. So when you go into a new networking event or a new relationship, professional relationship, go with the mentality of how can I add value to this person? How can I add value to this group? And be in the room, be present in places where you're not the smartest person, where you don't have the most experience. And that is something that I try to do myself. I try to put myself in places where I know that I don't belong, where I know that I don't have the years, the achievements and accomplishments and experience and knowledge. But I want to be in those rooms. I want to be in those places because I know that what they know, what they have accomplished will motivate me to do the same thing. What they have learned as they are sharing and speaking about things that they have learned, that they have gained through the years, those are things that I can learn and that I can apply to my life however it looks today. And that is the power of being present and putting yourself in those moments, in those rooms. So I remember going to this big event where a lot of entrepreneurs and business people were meeting, and there was a lot of Christian people as well. So it was beautiful to have both scenarios where I could listen to Christian people and business people at the same time and learn from both. And I seek those things. I seek those things because I want to be able to grow as much as I can. And being there, it really stretched me. It taught me so many things. It taught me so many ways of thinking, of seeing things, of planning things. But it also opened doors for connections, for relationships. And if you are someone who want to grow in entrepreneurship and you want to build your idea, you want to build a business, you want to be present in those types of rooms. But if you're growing in a career, if you're growing in a career that you're studying for, also being in those in different rooms will allow you to gain the knowledge, gain different perspectives, and that could be applied to everything. If you are building a church or you're a leader in the church, you want to be in different rooms as well, so you can learn, so you can build relationships, so you can see how other people have done things and how you can take some things that can help you in your own journey. And that is something that we ought to do if we want to accelerate our growth. And what I've seen is that the people who are able to accelerate their growth the fastest are those who are not afraid of being in rooms where they're not the smartest people, where it makes them feel uncomfortable, where it makes them feel like they're out of place. But that's okay. That's okay. And that is needed. So be in the room, be present, look for ways to be uncomfortable, because there are things that are contagious. Like, for example, faith is contagious. If you're going through a difficult moment and you get in a room, in a place, and you're surrounded by people filled with faith, that faith is going to be contagious. If you have friends, healthy friendships, and family members that surround you, that are filled with faith and love, when you're going through difficult moments, love and faith are contagious. So that's going to help you get to the next level, get to the next season of life, and handle challenges that come in your current season. So every group, every room has something that you can gain, has something that can help you. But it's your job to determine what room is that, if it aligns with your values, if it aligns with your purpose, if it aligns with what you believe, and seek to be present. Seek to be present, because faith is contagious, hard work is contagious, good things are contagious, but also negative works are contagious. Negative things are contagious. Negative thinking is contagious. So in the same way that being surrounded by a positive environment can help you, being surrounded by a negative environment can also hinder you, stop you. So you want to examine yourself and the room that you're in, the people that surrounds you. Because if you have great ideas and great ambitions and dreams, and you're surrounded by people who are not in that same place, people who maybe are content, maybe who are not going after anything, you're going to become more like them. You're going to be influenced like them. So you always want to be in rooms, in places where the people are pulling you higher rather than bringing you down. You want to be in places where you are challenged to do better and not to stay complacent, not to stay the same. And that applies to every area of life. And one of the beauties of being in the right room is that being in the right room will call out things that you don't even see or know about yourself. Like, for example, if you are a dreamer, you have to be in rooms filled with dreamers so that they can recognize you. Maybe you are going through a moment where you feel like you're unseen, where you feel like no one understands you, and that's only because you're surrounded by the wrong people. Maybe you're going through something where you feel like you cannot connect, and that's why you're surrounded by the wrong people. Because if you are a dreamer, it takes another dreamer to recognize and see you. If you are a hard worker, it takes another hard worker to see you and recognize you. So if you are in the wrong environment, you might feel like you are unseen. If you are in the wrong environment, you might feel like you're not going forward because the group or the people are not empowering you. That's why it's so important to be in the right room. I love the story in the Bible where Jesus goes into a room and he's about to perform a miracle. He's about to do something great, and he senses the lack of faith in the room. And the Bible says that there were people laughing about him, that they were laughing because of the things that he was saying and because of the things that he was wanting to do, and there was a big lack of faith in the room. So what did Jesus do? He told people to leave the room so that he could perform the miracles. And the only people that were able to stay in the room were those who had faith. If they had faith, they were allowed to stay in the room. If they lacked the faith, they were expelled from the room so that he could perform the miracle. What does that tell me? That tells me that even though Jesus can do anything in our lives, he will only do things when we have the faith for it. And he will do it with the people that believe that he can. And he will do it with the people that believe in the God-given talents and the God-given ability that they have received. So if you are in the wrong room, run from it, get away from it, and seek to be in a room, seek to be surrounded by people who are going to empower you, who are going to teach you, who are going to propel you, who are going to help you, and who are going to be with you even when you try things that don't work out. Because the let's put it this way, the bigger the room, or the more experienced the room, or the more knowledgeable the room, the more freedom for mistakes you're going to find, because those are people that have gone through what you're going. Those are people who have put in the work, put in the time. So they know that the struggle is real. So they know that things get hard a lot of times. So they know the challenges. So seek to get in those rooms, because they're not only going to show you how to do things, they're going to show you how to face failure, how to embrace it, how to grow from it, and how to bounce back. And that is the power of being in the room, being present in a room that helps you rather than drains you. So practical advice, look for people, look for places, look for opportunities of growth, areas of growth, places that you can be surrounded by people who are more advanced than you, that have gone through your stages of life, that you can learn from them. And if there is a room that you're in that you feel like is dragging you, that is not being helpful to you, just kindly move away from that group and seek a new group, or seek a group of people that you know that they're going to be constant. Family members, friends are always important. And also connections, relationships in the marketplace. Those are some that are going to help you go to the next level. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode today. Please share it with other people, revisit it, take notes, and we will see you guys on the next episode.